What's going on, everybody? Tanner with another video. Hope you're all having a great day. And in this video, I'm going to be going over the changes within dropshipping in 2019 and how you can adapt to them. Because in order to sustain in any business a level of success, you have to adapt. The world is always changing. Business is always changing. New laws are coming into place. Consumers are wanting more. So you have to learn how to adapt to these situations in order to continue your success or build your success. You can't use a strategy from 2017 with Facebook ads and expect perfect results using that same strategy in 2019. You have to learn from failures by yourself as well as from others. So I'm here today to help you out and show you a few different things. And also real quick, if you want to work with Ariel and I's fulfillment center here within the United States for your e-commerce store, skip to this timestamp right here or just watch towards the end. And now 2018 was a crazy time for dropshipping with Shopify. People heard the word Shopify, some people thought it was a scam, some people thought it was awesome, but really it just became a time of copycats and consumers were becoming more and more aware of what dropshipping was. And they heard the word dropshipping and instantly just thought of a negative connotation because of how many people were going out there and not fulfilling orders, not responding to the customer service, and overall just giving a bad customer experience. They weren't building brands, they were just building stores with the goal of making a quick buck, which led to a lot of issues. And then we got the news in the United States that Trump wanted to sign a new bill for tariffs to import products from China to the United States. And as you know, if you're a dropshipper, if you ever dropshipped, you know that the most efficient way to ship from China to the United States is with e-packet, which is just taking extra space on these carrier ships. And Trump wanted to pass this bill which would increase the import fees by 25%, which would mean more cost per unit from AliExpress, more for shipping, and everything like that, which would affect margins a lot for dropshippers. And then the biggest factor came, which was Facebook ad changes. For the past year since I've started my YouTube channel, other people have been starting YouTube channels on e-commerce. A bad rep has been put out by a lot of people going out there and just trying to scam and copying strategies exactly from maybe my videos or someone else's video, copying the exact step-by-step formula and hoping for the exact result that we produce, which is not going to happen. In order to achieve success, you have to differentiate yourself. We'll get into that, but really what I want to talk about with these Facebook ad changes is that the algorithms have changed. There's tons of new different ways to create ads. There's tons of new different ways of how to present your ads and create custom audiences. So many things have changed and a lot of people are unaware of it and still trying to replicate these older strategies and hope for success. And then you have the people posting on Instagram making these accounts saying they're dropshippers, e-commerce, 6, 7 figures, whatever, and just trying to sell you something for mentorship without ever showing any results or providing any value ahead of time. And most people, when they heard dropshipping, they think it's something easy to make a lot of money, and it's not. But there's people out there going and DMing you and going on Facebook groups and things like that and saying they can help you do this by you paying them $100 or whatever. You know, it's not that simple. I sell a program because it holds value from me as well as a lot of other entrepreneurs, and I'm going to charge for that value. And one of the things that these scammers are doing a lot is guaranteeing a specific result. That's something I will never do no matter how much you pay me. You pay me $5,000 to teach you something, I can't guarantee you're going to make $5,000 back from these ads that I teach you how to make. You can't follow someone step by step and get the perfect result all the time. It just doesn't work like that. And another one of these things that the scammers are doing, number 2, is never giving any value at all. These people just go out there, take your money and run, delete their accounts, and never talk to you ever again. So now, it's 2019, it's about mid-January. Where does dropshipping stand? It still has a little bit of a bad rep. Some people are succeeding, some people aren't, and I want to go over why these two different sides are being differentiated and how you can stand out and be in the top percentile. So let's hop on my computer real quick and I want to show you something. So here on my computer, you can see we're on myip.ms where we can look at all the Shopify stores from the most traffic to the least traffic that are hosted actually on Shopify. And then we scroll down, you see some of these big brands that are getting a lot of traffic and making a lot of money. So let's just click on one of these right here, SpyGain. So here you can see it, we're on SpyGain. They sell phone cases and things of that nature. So now what I've done, I've clicked all the way to the 1900th page of Shopify store. So as you can see here, we're getting to about 95,000 and ranking based upon store traffic. So let's just click on one of these random stores. Okay, that's not gonna work. All right, here we go. If you go back to some of my videos from 2018, you'll see a lot of store reviews I did. I did maybe 5 store review videos because people would send me their stores and say, hey, can you just review them and tell me what you think about it? And at first I used to do it a lot, and then I was like, there's no point because literally every store looked just like this. This theme debut is free, the automatic theme that's installed whenever you create a Shopify store, and every single person was using it. And look how basic this is. This is literally just like a general store. They're selling random products. It's obviously a dropshipping store, as you can see. It doesn't catch your attention. It doesn't stand out. And then we go to something like this where it's in the top 10 or whatever, and look how nice it looks. It's branded, it's customized, and maybe you're like, Tanner, I can't build a store like this. This looks too nice. How do I customize it without paying for a theme? You don't need to buy a theme in order to customize it. This is how it comes exactly once you install it. They just added text and pictures. What you need to do is customize the colors, customize the sections. It's not too difficult. You just have to teach yourself and watch other videos in order to learn. So if we go here to like categories, for instance, just to look at it, you see how broad this is. Beauty and makeup, electronics, kitchen, pets. It just shows how general and basic most stores actually are. And then you click on one of the selections, and this really doesn't even make sense to have a waist slimming belt and beauty and makeup. Let's click on it and see how it looks actually. So, you know, very basic, as you can see. Every description look like this, and they'd be running a basic ad. And then we go here to Spy Game. It takes us to all the options of what they're selling. It's very simple. It shows the reviews, which is automatic credibility, and their branding. Now, this is a multi-million-dollar company, guaranteed. I know for a fact. And you can't just start off as a multi-million-dollar company, but what you can do is brand yourself. A lot of people aren't branding. They're just creating dropshipping stores and not customizing it, and then running these ads, copying other people step by step, which leads to the downfall. Now, I would tell you to create a general store, test different products, and see what does best, and then branch it into a niche store, because you have a proven track record, and you're not gonna waste time making separate stores for separate products. Instead, you just have a general store where you have the ability to test multiple products at once, and then figure out what works best. But you need to focus in on the actual testing phase, and not just testing a few interests and seeing, is it good? I don't know, and throwing it out. You have to look into multiple variables to put in account for determining whether it's a successful product or not. And now I want to give an opportunity out for those who actually have dropshipping stores already, who are generating income and want an opportunity from me. So I'm going to bring in my friend Ariel, and we're going to talk about a new opportunity and way you can advance your business within 2019. So now I'm with my friend Ariel right here. You might have seen him in a few videos we've done together in the past about dropshipping and how he was able to build his first store to 6 figures within the first month. And we talked about some things he went through and a few of the issues he encountered. He encountered the first things of dropshipping, of, you know, fulfilling orders, of how slow the shipping times are, of customer support, and how people can just see dropshipping stores if you're not branding correctly. And that was something that he was able to learn and adapt to. But now, Ariel and I have come up with a solution. We were able to come together and work on this business together. And now we have actually started a fulfillment center to get around these issues. I want Ariel and I to talk about it a little bit and give some information for those of you that may be interested, so we can help you take your business to the next level. And now this fulfillment center is based here in Florida, and let's talk real quick about some of the benefits versus actually shipping from China, because there's a lot, but I want to talk about the main points and how it is a lot cheaper than just continuing what you're doing in China right now.
So the main thing that like I've noticed is not only about how much money it is, like how much cheaper it may be to do it here in the US, it's more so about the reliability and quality control, as well as keeping customers happy. Because when you're shipping things from China, the tracking numbers are not good because they're not actual reliable tracking numbers. And people are usually frustrated because the delivery times are usually very inaccurate, and you never know when your package is actually going to arrive. So for example, when you're shipping from the US and you use a service provider like USPS, UPS, FedEx, whatever it is for the type of product that you're selling, you have a much more accurate tracking number, so people are going to know exactly when their order is going to arrive, what day, and can even set up like delivery notifications, stuff like that. So it's a lot better customer experience. So when you're doing stuff like that, it becomes less of a drop shipping store and more of an actual branded store, which is much better for long-term returning customers. So kind of going back about the whole quality control thing and making sure everything's reliable, this business has been around for 35 years. This specific fulfillment center has been importing and exporting products from the United States, China, and around the world for over 35 years. The drop shipping part that we're doing now is a new service, but the whole concept remains the same. There's always been this sort of import-export from China that has just not been as mainstream as it is now. There weren't videos about it on how to make a Shopify store, but people have been importing stuff into the United States for a long time. So a lot of the process actually remained the same over the years. The only difference now is that the technology allows your name to be put out there a lot easier than it used to be. Before, people would just import things into retail stores that they have in their area, and people would go and buy it there. Now you can make your online store where people can buy all over the United States or all over the world.
So if your store is already making money and getting hundreds of orders a month or more, then shoot us an email right here with a little bit of information such as how long your store's been around, how many orders you're getting a week, and we'll be able to go back and forth a little bit and figure out if you can work with us and our fulfillment center in order to take your business to the next level, lower your margins, and increase the customer experience in order to build this brand. So serious inquiries only. Email us right here and we'll get back to you.
I'm sure Tanner has spoke about in the past, like building your brand and how that may be the biggest way to actually make a dropshipping store nowadays. At least that's what I've noticed. Because if you're making one of those small stores to kind of just fit a certain season, it's not going to be something sustainable and it's not going to be something that you can keep for a long-term future. So if you're really trying to do that, the best way to do it is having a fulfillment center in the United States that can really increase that quality control and reliability and also help you expand. For example, right now the Chinese New Year is about to happen, and that is, I think, a 2-week long festival. I'm not exactly sure about the timing, but I know it's a pretty long vacation for a lot of the factories and a lot of fulfillment centers in China. So that entire time you will be unable to fulfill any orders from China, from AliExpress or stuff like that, because all the factories are going to be closed down for the holidays. So if you were in the US and you already had a fulfillment center taking care of this for you, you wouldn't have any problem. So you'd be ahead of your competition and you wouldn't have to stop any of your ads or any of your momentum that you've already been building for the past few months.
So to conclude everything that we've gone over in this video, basically the best way to differentiate yourself in 2019 within dropshipping is to brand more and focus more on a select area of products and not really just focusing on selling a million different things and not focusing in on the actual ads you were using. So I appreciate you all for watching. And for those, once again, who are serious and want to take their business to the next level with the United States-based fulfillment center, shoot us an email right here. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.